Stop what you're doing. Look at your screen. You're about to discover something that will change how you think about AI coding assistants forever. But before we dive into the video, you can try my completely free website in the description. And if you need any help or a service, my Telegram link is down below as well. Now let's get into it. I'm WoLvER, and I built an experiment. Same prompt, 2 AI coding assistants. One task, build me a snake game on HTML. On one side, we have Copilot, Microsoft's powerhouse, integrated into VS Code, trusted by millions of developers worldwide. On the other side, we have DeepSeek, the rising open source challenger that's been making waves for being incredibly capable while staying completely free. I gave them both the exact same instructions. No extra guidance, no handholding, just create me a simple vintage snake game on HTML. What came back shocked me, and today I'm going to show you exactly what happened, why it matters, and most importantly, who actually won. Let's start with Copilot. I hit enter, and within seconds, it generated a clean, simple HTML file. No fluff, no extra features. Just a black canvas, a green snake, a red apple, and the core game logic. Here's what's interesting. Copilot delivered exactly what I asked for. A simple vintage snake game. The code was about 80 lines, concise, readable, and perfect for someone who wants to understand how snake game actually works. The snake moves. The food spawns randomly. It detects collisions with walls and itself, and when you lose, you get an alert that says game over. That's it. Now, if you're a beginner learning to code, this version is a goldmine. Every line is straightforward. There are no complicated UI elements, no distractions. You can see the game loop, the event listener for keyboard controls, and the collision logic all laid out in a way that just makes sense. But here's where it falls short. This game is desktop only. If you try to play it on your phone, you're out of luck. There are no touch controls. The score isn't saved anywhere. There's no restart button. If you lose, you have to refresh the entire page. And that alert box, it's intrusive. It breaks the immersion completely. Copilot gave me a prototype, a functional, educational prototype, but it wasn't a finished product. Now let's look at DeepSeek's response. And this is where things get interesting. DeepSeek didn't just give me a snake game. It gave me a complete gaming experience. We're talking about a 350-line HTML document with gradients, shadows, rounded corners, and apples that actually look like apples. But the visuals are just the beginning. Look at the user interface. There's a score panel. There's a persistent high score that saves to your browser's local storage, so your best record stays even after you close a tab. There's a game status indicator that tells you if you're playing, if you've lost, or if you've achieved a perfect win. And then there's the mobile support. DeepSeek added on-screen arrow buttons that work with touch, it prevents page zooming, and it's fully playable on any smartphone right out of the box. Gameplay polish? DeepSeek thought of everything. The game speed increases gradually as your score gets higher, making it more challenging. There's a dedicated restart button so you don't have to refresh the page. There's even a win condition. If you fill the entire board, you get a victory screen. Copilot's version would have just let you crash into yourself. This isn't a prototype. This is a finished, production-ready game that you could upload to a website right now, and people would enjoy playing it. So what's really going on here? Why did 2 AIs respond so differently to the same prompt? This comes down to their design philosophy. Copilot is built to be an assistant. It's designed to work with you, not for you. When you ask Copilot to build something, it tends to give you the core implementation, the minimum viable product, assuming that you, the developer, will take it from there. It's like a senior developer giving you a solid foundation and trusting you to add the polish yourself. DeepSeek, on the other hand, is built to be a completer. Its architecture encourages it to think about the end user, not just the developer. When DeepSeek builds something, it adds the features that make an application feel finished. High scores, mobile support, visual polish, error handling. It's trying to deliver something that doesn't need you to write another line of code. And here's the key insight. Neither approach is wrong. They're just different tools for different jobs. So who wins? I'm going to give you 2 answers because it depends on who you are. If you are a student, a beginner, or someone learning to code, Copilot is the winner. It's simple, clean implementation is educational. You can read that 80-line file and understand every piece of the puzzle. It's a perfect starting point for learning game logic, event handling, and canvas rendering. DeepSeek's version, while impressive, is too complex for a beginner to easily parse. But if you are a creator, a business owner, or someone who wants a finished product, DeepSeek wins by a landslide. It delivered a game that is not just functional, but delightful. It's mobile ready. It saves progress. It looks beautiful. If I had to put a snake game on a client's website today, I would use DeepSeek's version without writing a single additional line of code. So the real answer, the best AI coder is the one that matches your goal. Here's what this experiment taught me. We're past the point of asking whether AI can code. The question now is which AI codes the way you need it to. Copilot gives you a foundation. DeepSeek gives you a finish line. And depending on your project, you might want one, the other, or both. Now, I want to hear from you. Which version do you prefer? The clean educational one or the fully featured one? Drop a comment below. I read every single one. If you found this comparison helpful, hit that like button. It genuinely helps the channel. And subscribe if you want to see more experiments like this. I'm already working on the next one. My links are in the description, free resources, my Telegram, everything you need. I'm WoLvER. Same time next week. Don't let the AI write your code unless you want it to. Peace.